JazzedTutorials, and so I, again, am doing another Christmas-themed tutorial. I'll probably do another Christmas, probably a whole month Christmas-themed, because I just love Christmas in general, so yay! If you don't celebrate Christmas and you celebrate something else, then, happy whatever you celebrate to that. Or if you don't celebrate anything at all, then, sorry. I don't know. Alright, anyway, so we are making a Christmas wrapping paper text effect. I've seen various techniques and various different types of this tutorial online, but I stripped down all of their ideas and created my own little tiny version because I wanted to. So let's go right to it. So I'm only going to use 2 letters for this, but you guys can do whatever your heart desires. I did mine on 2 separate layers just because I was a cool kid, but I do realize you can colorize each letter within 1 layer, but I just decided, hey, let's be difficult. So I am using red and green for my 2 colors, but you guys can choose any color you like. This effect works with any color you want. So once you have your first letter or whatever you're typing out for your text, double click and we're going to add a few settings. I'm going to start with bevel to emboss since that's on the top of my list here. And we're going to start with an inner bevel with a smooth technique with a depth of 100%. The direction is up and your size is 5. Down below in our shading, the light and all that is the same. We're just going to change the highlight mode opacity down to 0% and the shadow mode opacity to 15%. Alright, and then we're going to add a texture onto our lovely bevel and emboss settings. This texture is standard, I will tell you that straight out, so you will have it here. It's called Satin. If you don't see it in your thing here, you're probably going to have to load it. It's here in your presets, I promise you. It's one of these things here, I'm not sure which one, but it's there, I swear, I found it. So click that, and you want to have your depth on that 375%. as a positive. Then we're going to add an inner glow setting, and you want to select black for your color, and your blend mode will say screen, but you want it to say normal, so change that from screen to normal, and then your opacity is 45%, and your size should be 13, and the rest can stay the same. Last but not least, we're adding a gradient overlay. This is a straight up like standard gradient we have here. It's this one on the top here. It's called Steel Bar. You guys may not see it in yours if you're not familiar with this, but it's in your presets, so just go ahead and load that preset. It's there somewhere within your section there. Set your opacity on that to 50% and your blend mode to overlay, and when you click OK, you're going to see something to this lovely effect. Looks pretty cool. Alright, now once you've done that, you're going to then do the same thing if you're doing it in 2 separate layers like I've done. Not that you would, you might be the easy kid and do it the right way. And you'll have that for each color. So that looks pretty cool. I love it. Now we're going to add the gift wrap and, not the gift wrap, the actual gift ribbon. I'm making that completely from scratch because that's how we work in Photoshop. We don't just go on Google and type in random stuff. We also make things from scratch. So go ahead and grab your lovely rectangle tool, your shape tool, and you're going to make a lovely little line. Really, you can use any size you like. It depends on how wide or how thin you want your ribbon to look. I like mine slightly thin, but not too thin. And then once you have your lovely line set, we're going to double click the rectangle layer, and we're going to add a gradient overlay. And this is where you're going to select your color for your ribbon. So because I'm going with a red, because red's here, I'm going to now select I'm going to go with green. So you want to go from a light green to a dark green, preferably. A light to dark color of choice. You guys can totally switch up your colors here. You can do a blue, whatever you feel is Christmassy to you. Go with that. And then we're gonna you can select your style. You can go with linear if you want, or you can choose reflected, however you like it. Doesn't matter to me. your preference there, click OK. And then you're going to duplicate that layer yet again, and we're going to now crossbow it. So we'll cross it like such. And you can cross it to wherever you like, doesn't really matter. I'm going to cross it there. And what you'll notice is when you cross it, that it might look a little more warped, so you may have to edit these settings a bit. Mine said reflected, but it's going to look better linear-wise here. So do that, and then what you'll do is you're going to take both of those, selections, and you're going to merge them. Yay, merging. And then what you'll do is you'll grab your letter that you have, your particular letter, and this, my friends, is another reason why I think doing each letter on a separate layer to make this step easier. But again, you guys can do whatever you like for this. Doesn't really matter to me. Go ahead and select that one letter, and then you're going to take that rectangle layer, and boom! So now your lovely ribbon is inside of that, and there's no need to even like edit using the eraser brush. If you guys did this on one layer by itself, you would more than likely have to go ahead and use the eraser brush and do that method, because if you did the whole thumbnail click, it would enable the marquee for the entire like thing. Actually, no, you could probably use the magic wand tool and select each letter individually. I think you can probably do that. I don't know. You test it out. You let me know in the comments how that worked out for you. Alright, once you've done that, then you're going to want to add your bow. I already did so. Now what I've done is my bow, I'm not crafty in Photoshop enough to make my own bow, like, legitimate. I'm pretty much, like, not that crafty. I did the ribbon, and that's as far as I could go in Photoshop. I'm like, nah, screw it, I'm going to find my own. So I did, however, have to use Google for this next step, but you guys can probably be cool kids and make your own if you're that advanced. But if you're not advanced like I'm not, then go ahead and find your own. I found this lovely red bow, and while I love that it's red and shiny and stuff, sometimes I want to change the color of the bow, and the way to do that, to keep it so it's still shiny and it's in an original form, grab the hue and saturation adjustment tool, put that above that bow, and add a clipping mask to that, and then all you're going to have to do is just adjust the hue and saturation to create the color you want, and you're good. So I did that, and I got a silver bow, looking pretty sweet, and I did the same exact effect on my lovely J over here. I made a gold setting there. I did green over there, and voila! There you go. We now have our Christmas wrapping paper text effect, jazzed style. So if you guys loved this cool style, and if you think it was awesome and stuff, you're going to want to hit subscribe, because I do post awesome videos of such at least once a week, sometimes twice if you're lucky when I'm not busy. But yeah, so if you liked this tutorial, definitely hit the like button, because likers are awesome and you guys are amazing. /awesome. /both. Team Awesome is amazing. If you are one of the 11,000 subscribers plus on my channel, you're awesome. I love you. Keep coming back here, because I love sharing my creativity with you guys throughout the week. So if you also found this very helpful, also hit like. If you have any questions regarding this tutorial or other tutorials from my channel, comment below, or you can inbox me here. If you guys made this tutorial or any other tutorials of mine through Photoshop, definitely try and post them on my social media. I'm on I'm on Facebook, I'm on Tumblr, I'm on Twitter. All links for my social media is below. If you guys want the bow that I've used in this tutorial, I'm going to give you a Christmas gift and link it below to download. Or you guys can find your own, or you can even make your own if you're that cool. So again, thank you guys for subscribing. If you are subscribed, if you're not, please hit subscribe. I promise you, it's worth the subscription. You'll love it, I swear. And I will see you guys next week with a cool and awesome tutorial like always. Laters!